It's officially that time of year. Cozy snacks, grocery runs, and a little Halloween fun. Today we're doing it all, from a fall Aldi haul to a snack board that feels like autumn in every bite, and getting ready for my niece's very first Halloween. Let's make this the perfect fall weekend. So let's get cozy and cuddle up and have some cozy, fun fall vibes together. We're heading into Aldi. We are going to make a spooky charcuterie board, and we're going to see what else we have new in here. So we're looking for some new fall finds, some spooky charcuterie board ingredients, and whatever else the Aldi people tell us we need today. Oh, what is that? Oh, a winter greenhouse. Do we need a winter greenhouse? No, but it's only $50. So if you guys need a winter greenhouse, it's, I don't know, there's a bunch of different prices. I'm not going to look at all that. But if you need one, come get one. I think these are speculoos. Yeah, I think that's what they are. They're $1.99. So I think we're gonna do some of those. Oh, and maybe we'll do some of these too. These are for the little charcuterie board. Are they hard dark chocolate pastry waffles with pure butter? I don't know. I definitely think we're gonna do these ones though. These are a little bit different. I think those will be pretty good. I'm gonna put those in the cart. They also have these too, these Italian cocoa wafers. These are $3.50. Or I think these would be good too. These strudels, those are really, really good. All right, we are at this is our they literally call it the charcuterie shop. So what do we got? We already bought, I did go to Sam's Club and I bought like all the lunch meats because these are like $3.99 and I think I got 2 of them for $10. So I'm not gonna do those.
They only have sour cherry and Coke.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me bring you guys over here. They have these jams. We get this, it's like a peppered spicy jam. I don't know. My sister put us onto it, and it's really freaking good. I think I might do... Yes, that's actually it. Yep, that is it. Grab that one. I think we're going to do these crackers for sure. Leo found it. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Oh, yeah. Let me show them what it is.
Are you sure it's
this is it. It's a sweet jalapeno jam. It is so good. You have to get those. They're so good. If you are a charcuterie maker, a board maker, I think personally, if you're going to get the deli meats, I would always go to like a Sam's Club or a Costco. But for the cheeses, all that, Costco does have a great cheese selection, and I think it's way cheaper. And they have like a cheese flight and stuff like that. It's way cheaper. But if you like to get like all like the specialty flavor cheeses, you gotta come to Aldi because they truly have like everything. I'm not gonna do a bunch of these cheeses because, you know, it's not gonna be a big party, but you can go as big or as little as you want, and you can spend as much or as little as you want, and make it as fancy or as basic as you want. That's what I like about charcuterie boards, is you can basically cater it to your specific needs and whoever you're feeding or bringing to, you know. We're still the flavor coffee. I don't really see a lot of new items per se since the last time we were here, but they have a pumpkin maple spread. I don't know. They have K-Cups. I've actually tried their K-Cups from here. They're pretty good. They have pumpkin hot cocoa bombs. Ooh, chocolate wafers. Yum. Good morning. We are getting ready to do a home workout. Now, it's not going to be a crazy home workout because I think I have piriformis syndrome. If you guys are unknown, it's like your sciatica. It's like your piriformis muscles like deep in your butt cheek, and so that's where the pain is, TMI. But then mine like goes around my hip to the front of my quad, and oof, it is like it's awful. But the only thing that seems to make it feel better and loosen it up is movement. Like laying on it is not the key. So we're gonna go walk on the treadmill. Hold on a second. I dropped my medicine here, my anti-inflammatory, but yes, we are going to walk on the treadmill this morning, me and Will Ferrell. I want to remind you guys that if you do feel that you have an injury or something is bothering you, don't listen to everybody and try to work it out in the gym, because you tend to just irritate it more. And I know people have good, like my dad's like on me right now and he's like, you need to go to the gym. And I'm like, Dad, leave me. Okay, so remember, listen to your body, rest it. You're not going to gain all the weight back overnight, okay? Just still watch your eating if that's the issue. And like I said, we're gonna do some movements. I'm gonna walk on my treadmill and I'm gonna see how I feel after the treadmill. And if I feel good, today would be an upper body day, so I might just do some light upper body dumbbells. So I just kind of have to see how it goes for me. But let's turn on some lights down here. I'm not gonna take my whole pre-workout, but we're gonna take some Alani. I'm all out of pre-workout right now. I'm waiting for my stuff to come in, and we're all out of protein with everything. But the Alani, I figure for a fall day, this is, I think, going to be our last fall vlog. We're going to have a good day though. Let's go get some movement in and see where this day takes us. You all know how much I love my red light therapy. You guys see me do it every morning, and I do it religiously. I really love the anti-aging benefits it gives. There's just so many benefits from the red light therapy that I love having that first thing in the morning. I feel like it sets my tune every day. But you guys know I am currently struggling with this flare up in my back, and I am taking my days really slowly, and I'm not going to the gym, and I am recouping and recovering at home because you guys have to hear me and I have to hear myself. Rest is just as important as being active on your weight loss or wellness journey, and you have to take care of yourself. You are not going to gain all the weight back in a day. You're not going to lose all your gains in a day or a week. Consistency is key. So if you are struggling through an injury or if you are going through something, remember to give yourself some grace, okay? Some people, like myself, use the red light therapy for the anti-aging benefits. A lot of people, like myself, are using it for recovery, for injury. I was using it for Leo when he was recovering. A lot of people are using this as a personal biohacker for yourself. If you are somebody who wears the Oura Ring or you use a Garmin and you're someone who tracks, I know a lot of people track their sleep, they track their recovery, they just see how their body is doing overall. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. And if you're somebody who's into that, I really think the benefits of red light therapy are for you. And this is exactly what you need to really see those graphs do what you need them to do, to see that recovering, to see the true benefits. If you're taking all the time to make sure you're getting your rest, make sure you're moving your body, make sure you're giving your body proper nutrition, why not do it one more favor and use the benefits of red light therapy? I do have the big one that is on the hook that I use every day that sits in my living room, but I also have a smaller one. This one is really great. I just leave it on my bedside table and just use it this way. But you could, it comes with ways you could attach it and put it on stuff, and some people hang it up, and my cousin bought one of these and she put hers in her sauna. So definitely there is a way to use this. It's a more practical way, but for me, like I said, I use it for kind of a spot therapy at night. We use it for the extra benefits at night, and just kind of keep it up and lay on the bed, however you want to do it. But it is really, really nice. It's super light. If you were someone who was tracking those metrics, I guarantee you your scores would improve and you would see much greater improvements in your graphs. With the red light therapy, this one in particular, this has an 850 nanometer lighting. So if you were wondering why the scales are moving, it's not by chance. It's because it actually works. It's proven to be beneficial. I can account for it. I absolutely think it is non-invasive, but super beneficial. It's able to penetrate super deep and prevent the systemic inflammation. So if you're somebody like myself who's going through that with the chronic pain that I'm in, you really need that deep penetration. You really need it to get to the spot and help reduce the inflammation. And I definitely think that it works. I don't have to take a pill. I don't have to get a shot. It's something that I can do that doesn't hurt, that I can do at any time of the day in the comforts of my own home. Basically, it's like a charging station for your cells' mitochondria. Basically helps your body optimize at a cellular level. This infrared light is super user-friendly. It has an on and off button. It is a touch screen on and off. You're able to pick your modes and for how long you want it to be, and for the timing. You can do 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to 30 minutes. And like I said, it is super quiet. It's very relaxing, and it's not painful. That's the best thing about it. You can do it as much or as little as you want. The more often, the more consistent you are with it, the better off you'll be. So what is my protocol for using it? I use it every morning when I wake up, and I like to use it after training, especially if I'm training legs. At night when I'm laying down, I'll do my final night stretches, and I'll just have it on in the bedroom while I'm doing all that. And it's my way of not only beginning my day, but also ending my day. So for me, it's about less pain, doing something that is non-invasive, doesn't require any type of medication. I can do it from the comforts of my own home, and I know that my body is thriving while doing it, knowing that my body is recharging and it's a healing itself essentially. Stop guessing with your recovery. It's time to heal yourself and to take care of you. We are ending this year, and I want you guys to end it strong and begin it well in taking care of you with something that is super non-invasive, very easy to use, and you will see the benefit. So if you're somebody who loves using data-driven technology and you really want to see those scores improve and see the numbers that you want, take a chance on this. I guarantee you, you will see such major improvements, and you'll not only look better, but you'll feel better. I'll leave a link for everything down below. I'm gonna go ahead and rest my back and give me some of this, and because my back is killing me, okay? So lots of stretching with the infrared light works like a charm. We're walking the neighborhood being nosy. We're on a different, so since we've been doing our walks, I have different areas that I'm like nosy on, right? There's a few houses that I've been watching. Oh God, I love them. So while I've been out, I've decided a few things, a few home projects that we're gonna do. Next year, we're doing our house outside, right babe? We decided. I think I'm gonna spray my brick. Shh. I think I'm gonna spray my brick. I'm gonna paint it. My brick is like an orangey, reddy, awful. Shh, shh, shh. It's a project, babe. And I got a sprayer, so we're gonna spray the brick. Let me know if you guys, the lady at my gym said she used a sprayer and it worked. If you guys done it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna paint it white. We're also going to redo our metal railings and do like the new like black, sleek. It looks so nice. And I would love to redo our retaining wall as well, but like not the way we have it. I would like to have like the square pavers. Ugh. Even if I can do like some stamping. Anyways, if you guys are from the southwest side of the city and you guys have any people who maybe do like the bricklaying or the pavers, or what do they call that? Landscaping, but also like, it's like masonry?
Like brickwork, like
yeah.
pavers,
yeah. If you know anybody, send them my way. And yeah, if you guys have painted your brick, let me know. But it's really, really nice. I love some of the houses over here because you could tell that some of them have like the old school like city bungalow vibes, and then some of them still have like cottagey vibes too. It's really cute. We're gonna go walk to this park. And I'm gonna show you. It's a little lagoon. I used to take the kids there when they were little because you used to be able to feed like the ducks and the geese. Sophia hates them. Is that a cat?
Where?
Straight ahead?
Yep. The squirrel over here.
Do you guys have squirrels like just running around? Like, look at this guy.
Like everywhere.
Everywhere. Like, you see him just crawl up the tree? Like, squirrels everywhere. I mean, we got cats all over the place. And then I think, like, if you've never seen I feel like that cat just came out and was like, who are you? I'm highly, highly allergic to cats. Also low-key afraid of them because some of them are spicy, okay? You hear that?
Yeah.
I heard that. Anyways, we're walking. Oh, back to the story. We're going to go to this little park that has a lake, and I take my kids until Sophia was violently attacked for her sandwich at the zoo by, like, the geese.
Yeah.
And that was it. Ever since then, Sophia was like, my mortal enemy. All right. This is my favorite park. Like, I always, these houses right here, let me tell you something. When I was younger and I would visit this place, I used to think like this is where all the rich people lived. Like, this was like my own version of Nantucket, okay, bitch? I was like, are we like, what's
Lakefront property?
Are we in the Hamptons? Oh my God, this is the Midwest. Who needs Mackinac, okay, when you got this little oasis? But truly, like, here with Christmas, and it's like snowy, it's truly beautiful. But look, I have to take my kids here all the time. It's a huge little park, has a nice little walkway, and I just love these houses. They're all like different in their own way. They're all really pretty. I think the people who own them now are getting a little bit older because they're not in their, like, you know,
well taken care of.
Yeah, like when I remember when I came here, we would visit my dad's mom, and we would come over here. So I was little, like I think 9, 10, and yeah, you could tell now definitely that, you know, they don't have it in them to maintain the properties, but they're still so pretty. Look at. If you guys ever wondered what fall looks like in the Midwest, this is it. Absolutely beautiful. It's the one thing we do right here. We really do have such beautiful seasons, like the reds and the yellows. Oh, absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Y'all see that? That's a hawk. Oh my God. Where'd you go? Leo's like, that was majestic. Y'all better hide your puppies. Oh no, not me, Benny. Where did he go? Oh, he's up there in the tree. You see him? I see you. He's looking for somebody's little dog or something. Squirrel. Oh my goodness. Oh, there he goes. You guys see? Dang. Cool. I wanted to share with you the charcuterie board that I made with all the stuff that you see me buy from Aldi, with the exception of, dang, I forgot the cheese too. Hold on, I gotta put some cheese on here. But anyways, this is the salami, and then I got these cheese squares from, hold on, let me show you. All right, all these things were bought from Aldi with the exception of the salami. I am gonna add in some of these slices of cheese, but I got the Borzen cheese from Aldi, the cracker assortment from Aldi. I get the trail mix from Aldi. These are 0 sugar beef sausages. The crackers are from Aldi. These are the Aldi like hazelnut cookies. We got like a Biscoff cookie that's from Aldi. It's not like Biscoff. And then I had the sweet pepper jam. I did some grapes in there, and then I'm gonna add these. So like I said, I always find that it is the most affordable to buy the charcuterie board stuff at Aldi, and then just get the like lunch meat part from like Sam's Club or Costco. Good morning. Let's keep these cozy fall vibes going. Today's Sunday, so we've been together Friday, Saturday, and today's Sunday. My back is still pretty bad, so we're still out in the gym, but we're gonna do some walking on the treadmill today. Definitely in some pain, but it's a rainy, perfect fall day. Like rainy. Like, Bella, where you been, Loca? Anyways, we're gonna make pozole today. So let's go with the ingredients, and we're gonna wrap up this weekend, and we're gonna do some cleaning. I'm gonna do that on my own, though. Y'all already see me clean enough times. But me and you, we're gonna make some pozole together, and we're gonna wrap up this weekend. Let's go. It's 8:40 in the morning, and it is so dark and gloomy outside. We need indoor lights. We love it. Leo's watching football. We're making pozole. It's rainy. It's gloomy. It's cloudy. But I told Leo, because I'm gonna make pozole, we gotta sing it like in Espanol. And what are we gonna say? La. But yeah, let me show you the ingredients in which we're gonna make our pozole today. I do a pork pozole. You can do chicken. I do a red pozole. You could do green. I do it this way because this is how I was taught to do so by my suegra, by Leo's mama. Here comes the groceries. All right, Rhea's boyfriend's coming over today, and I don't think he's ever had this, so it's gonna be a treat for him. But we did get the pork shanks. I got, I think, 4 packs of these. I probably won't even end up eating this, to be honest with you. I usually just make like a cabbage soup with the broth and a ton of cabbage. It's the weirdest thing. My mother-in-law thinks I'm so weird, but I love it like that. But anyways, we got a bunch of pork shanks, and then we usually put pig's feet in it, but Leo can't eat those anymore. And we wanted something just to give it a little bit more flavor. So we got a couple pork necks, some salted pork necks, just to give it a little pizzazz. So what you're going to do is you're going to take all your meat, you could rinse it, you cannot, whatever you want to do, and you want to set it to boil. I'm not going to do mine just yet because it still is really early, but you know, when it comes time, I'll show you. I did get a thing of cabbage. I got like a half thing of cabbage. I got a ton of limes. I got 2 bulbs of garlic, and I got hominy. I do the white hominy. That's the one I get, or you can call it maize, hominy, maize, whatever. It's just corn. Make sure you rinse this. But anyways, I'm going to put all my meat away for right now because, like I said, it's still, I want to maybe wait, depending on what time you guys want to eat, right? Roughly, depending on the type of meat you use, it could take, you know, a couple hours. So I'm going to put mine around 10 with a eat time probably around 2. And yeah, we also did get tostadas for them for the soup. All right, I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I'll be back because I have to. This is your sign. When's the last time you washed your linens? Go do it. Go do it, you dirty bird. We are gonna start on the pozole, okay? So this is starting the pozole. If this is your first time making it, it's really not that bad. The most difficult part of this, honestly, is going to be the red sauce. And once you make it a few times, you'll get it under control. It's really not that hard. It's just a process, right? So in our pot, we are going to take a few things now. We're gonna take a purple onion, drop that in there. It's supposed to be white or yellow or whatever freaking color you want it to be, but that's just what I'm gonna use. You can use whatever you want. We're gonna take a clove of garlic. I just cut the tips off. I actually have the rest of the other side, like these bits, if they pop out. I'm just gonna save them and then I'm gonna use them later. And then I'm gonna take a couple bay leaves. I don't know, I'm gonna take like 2. Throw those in there. The amount of meat that you're going to use is going to vary on how many people you are cooking. We use the pork shanks for ours. Some people do chicken. You can do that and do like a green salsa. I've never made that, but you could. Some people opt to do this and do beef instead. You can do that as well. Or you can do like a pork shoulder. Pork shoulder would be a lot cheaper. It's just going to lengthen your cooking time because those are really tough, right? I use pork shoulder when I do tamales. If you guys want to see a tamale video, let me know because we can do that. But these are what we're using. We like these because, I mean, they're not the worst when it comes to like fat content, and then the bone in it, give it a nice, you know, little pizzazz. So I tend to do, this is going to be for about 5-6 people with about 7 people. And if there's leftovers, then I'll send it. So we typically think about like 1 to 2 pieces per person. So you're gonna do that, you're gonna throw that in there, and then we also will take, like I said before, we got, these are pork necks. I think we're only gonna use probably like 1 of these, and then I think I'm gonna bag them up and just send them home with Leo's mom because she'll find some way to cook them and do something wonderful with them, just to give it a little bit of a flavor, right? And you're just gonna let this boil. It's 10 o'clock right now. We're gonna let this boil until you start to see this start rendering like the gunk on the top of the water. Bowl, gloves. Wear the gloves. Don't listen to people when they say you don't have to wear gloves. Wear gloves. It's about 11 ounces, and I would say, okay, yeah, about 11 ounces of guajillo and about 2 ounces of chili ancho is for my recipe. So what we do, you're gonna go through each one. Now you don't have to do this. If you have a really good blender, you could just skip this. I have a Ninja. I mean, I don't know. I don't
you
even
could skip it on the Ninja too, but you just
I don't skip it, but you could, but you just rip them apart. It's just an extra step. You don't have to do this. Completely optional.
But like you said, depends on the blender.
It depends on the blender, yeah. You might just have to blend it a little bit to thin it out.
I think on the Ninja or a Vitamix, you can get away with it.
Yeah, if you have like one of them really bougie ones too. And you just want to take out as much as the seeds as you can and just keep the husks. So you just go through, sit at the table, watch a YouTube video, watch one of my YouTube videos and do this. This is one of those like crummy days and you're making like a meal with love. This isn't like a quick like set it and forget it or dump and go. This is one of those like you're pouring all your love and, you know, setting the vibes and doing all this. This is one of those good family meals that you don't make all the time, so these extra steps are worth it. This is all the waste that came out of all of those peppers. So the stems, you know, all the hard pieces, all that. Here is the peppers. I just have them in some water boiling. I don't put anything in them. Only thing I am going to do is put a plate upside down just to keep the peppers, like to give them some weight, because they're going to rise as soon as they start to, you know, like get re-moisturized. I don't know, whatever the hell you call it. When, you know, once they start plumping back up, they're going to get bigger and they're going to come up. So rehydrated, yeah. So then you don't want them to come out, right? Also, this juice in here, this water, don't strain it, leave that alone because we are actually going to use that as well, okay? Here's the meat. We're just kind of going through as soon as we start seeing the fat, you know, breaking down or coming up, and we're just skimming it. But everything is going really, really well. This usually takes, I don't know, like about a half an hour or something. I have my, this is just my blender, and I'm gonna take the peppers. And just put them in here. You're gonna wanna do batches, and I'm gonna get a pot because I'm gonna make, again, this is an extra step just so you can have leftovers for the week. So we can cook once to eat twice kind of deal. So what my plan is for the extra sauce this week is we have a, it's like a eye-around roast or some kind of beef, okay? I'm gonna throw it in the crock pot with this sauce. I'll probably add a little bit of beef broth to it, and we're gonna do kind of like a birria taco with it in the crock pot. I don't want to take the juice and just dump it in here. I gotta find a better way to do it because I don't know where my ladle went. But anyways, ladle in the hot juice. You're gonna want to fill it about halfway because you're gonna want to liquefy everything. Okay, blend it up. I'll be right back. I have a black pot separately because we're gonna make a batch of sauce. Reminder, you can use this sauce for whatever you want. Again, I'm gonna do like a birria tacos with it in the crock pot. You can do enchiladas with it. You can make tamales with it. You could just put this over chicken, pork, whatever, okay? You could freeze it. Freeze is fine. Nonetheless, we're here making it. Might as well make a nice, decent batch. So you're gonna wanna strain it. Some people are gonna say this is an extra step that you don't need. And someone's gonna be in the comments and say, I have like a $3 gazillion blender and I don't have to do it. Girl, whatever. I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do it because you don't want to get the seeds. If you've ever eaten a pot of pozole or any type of soup, you can do seafood soup with this one, like caldo de camarón. You could do that with it. And my mom's done it, and this is the reason why I know. I hate to call my mom out, but she skips this step. And when you eat it, you're literally like this, because that skin, you just spit it out. It's gross. It's hard. So you're just going to go through and get yourself a flat spoon and a thin, like, mesh strainer, and you're going to strain your sauce. Because you're a doña. You're a doña who loves fall. Remember? That's what we're doing today. We're making comfort food. We're feeding the ones we love from the bottom of our heart. And we're taking the time to make them a feel-good, home-cooked meal. We have one batch in, then we're going to take another batch of peppers. Usually we can do this in about 2 batches, but sometimes you got to do more batches because your size is bigger, right? So, give yourself some time. But we are going to use some of the stuff from the pot. Let me show you what we are going to use. So you are using this water from the pot to help strain your sauce, okay? You're just gonna get all of that right back in there, and I also blend it with the sauce, okay? Leo has these cool barbecue gloves, so we're gonna use those. So it's just like roasting it, right? You're gonna take your garlic and you're gonna squeeze. Okay. Woo. But he's still getting through, let me tell you. Anyways, just make sure you get all that garlic, because that's good, it's got all the meat flavoring in it too. And then the garlic we had left over, that from the top part of it, I'm going to throw that in here as well. And then I'm going to fill the canister halfway with sauce. This was all the broth that we got. We need maybe half of this for the actual pozole, right? You're probably wondering, like, how do you know? You really go by color. Honestly, go by color, add a little bit, and go by taste if you're making a big batch. Like I said, if you wanted to just make enough for the pot of pozole, you could have did probably, like, I would say probably about half of what we made. So about 5 ounces of the guajillo peppers and maybe an ounce of the ancho peppers, and then just go that way. And then just season the big pot. But, I'm making extra because we gonna use it later. And I just like doing that. So we're gonna season with is some Knorr chicken bouillon. I'm gonna say I start off and I season little by little. I increase it as we go. So we're gonna start off with about a tablespoon of Knorr chicken bouillon. And we're gonna go in with about 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then we're gonna follow that up with about a teaspoon of salt. And then we are just going to stir. And I want you to see how the sauce looks. It's nice and creamy. And smooth. Creamy and smooth. Okay, that's what we want. We don't want it to be chunky or any of that stuff. If you guys are going to make this sauce and you're going to make it for other things, what are your thoughts? Like, what are you guys thinking about? Like enchiladas, somebody had mentioned. That would be really, really yummy. Literally, the possibilities are endless. Enough cumin in there. I'm gonna say let's add in about a half a tablespoon more of the bouillon. We have it going on medium also. We can taste the cumin in there, so I would stay off the cumin. You don't want it to be too cumin-y. Cumin, for me, gives it kind of like a smokier flavor. Here is the pot of meat. Everything is looking really good. We're just gonna kind of, there's the pork. Got no fat in here. It's just literally the juice from the beef, right? And then I'm just gonna add in, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you guys weren't here right now, I would have had Leo help me dump this in. But since y'all at the crib with me, I gotta have some manners and see what we're doing. I'm thinking we're gonna add about 4 cups of the red sauce. Looks like we're gonna actually have to use the whole pot. We just could not, I could not cut the beef flavor. I don't know why it's so strong today. Well, we ended up adding the whole pot because we just needed it. We're gonna add in a couple more seasonings as well. So now you know if you had to make your own sauce, that's how you gotta do it. We ended up needing it. How did I determine we ended up needing the whole thing? I'm not gonna cut this part out. I'm gonna leave this in here because this is really what happens sometimes when you're cooking, right? This is real life cooking. I'm not a chef. And sometimes you just gotta use the whole thing and then you just gotta re-season it a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with about a tablespoon of Knorr. Sprinkle that in there. I like to be a little bit more hesitant with Knorr because it is super salty. We're gonna go back in with a little bit of cumin. We're gonna add in 1 teaspoon. Okay. We're gonna stir. We're gonna add in about a teaspoon more of Knorr. Here's the thing about these peppers. You cannot control the level of spice, okay? Sometimes they're gonna be really hot and you're gonna get a real hot batch, and sometimes you're just not. We're gonna add in a sprinkle of salt. So that's the one thing I've learned about, you know, using these types of seasonings and stuff like that. You just can never tell. We're gonna add some hominy. This is, I mean, you don't really have to add it either. I like the hominy, that's actually my favorite. I'll eat like a bowl of hominy with cabbage. I just love it, so good. Anyways, this is, I like this Juanita's brands. I got it at like Costco or Sam's Club and I thought it was good. I don't know, I feel like they all kind of taste the same. I've never tried purple hominy though, or I've never had fresh hominy, so I might be missing out. But anywho, you're gonna take this, pop it open, rinse it. Rinse it, because there's gonna be like a coating on it. Keep rinsing it until that coating is gone. Shake it out, and then you're gonna toss it into your pot. You're gonna wanna be careful too, because you don't want this water to splash back at you. This was actually probably, yeah, I definitely added too much water because I was asking Leo and I was like, what do you think I did wrong? And he's like, I think you just put too much water. So just put enough water just to cover the meat. It's all good here, you know, no one's gonna scold you for doing it. Don't even worry about it. I did fish out the bay leaves as well. And then what we're going to add next is just a couple little handfuls of some fresh oregano. This is, my mother-in-law brought this back for me. So I just kind of go through and make sure there's no stems, no seeds. Really just no stems. When it's fresh like that, oof, the best. Gives the best flavor. And now you're just gonna wanna let this come back to a simmer. And we are gonna chop up and start getting our dressings, like the dressings for your soup. These are the platters that I'm gonna put everything on. I bought these at like, there's this place here, it's on like, it's like on 21st and Oakley maybe, or 21st and Wood, and they call it like the Mexican Costco. But anyways, I bought a bunch of these like clay pots and bowls and stuff like that from them. I want to let you know I did test them for lead, because sometimes that's what happens, these could have lead in them, and I tested mine and they were all good. We're going to chop up, thinly chop. If you have like a, I think it's called like a mandolin one or whatever, you can use that. I'm just going to use my knife and thinly chop up some cabbage. And I'm going to cut up some limes as well. If you, some people do like having like raw radish. My father-in-law likes having that. My father-in-law likes having that. And I don't know if I call my father-in-law, that's why I said. You really, really want it to be like so finely sliced. Like shaved almost. And like I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do limes. You can add radish, some jalapeno if you wanted. We're also gonna serve it with some tostadas and some sour cream. So it's gonna be really good. Again, this is not very spicy. So my father-in-law and Sophia are gonna be in heaven. But I did add, like I said, a little bit too much water, so my bad. We live and we learn. All right, here is Leo's bowl. So he has a little bit of cabbage. He has more meat than hominy, and he likes a light broth. That, my friends, is how you make pozole. Let me know if you like these videos, you want to see more. Leave some requests down below. You guys want to see some tamales. What else do you want to see? Did you like spending the day with me? Well, here we are. I want to say this is probably going to be our last cozy fall weekend together because, wouldn't you know it, Christmas is on its way.